Place in North American rugby, and they're living up to it here in Vancouver. The big screens counted down. Kenya in their traditional red jerseys, playing from left to right. And the right boot of Tabu gets it underway. Oh, what a clean take. Glorious stuff from Oro. Really positive start. And you heard Damien McGraw in our previous match. We got the headset on him, had a chat, and he said, we have quality players. We are good enough. They just have to put the pieces together. And that's a team you've played against many times, and I know many people feel that. They've got the athleticism, but it's just that game plan.
Oh, no, absolutely. I mean, Kenya, they are just such physical ball carriers, so good at competing in the breakdown defensively, but just don't quite get it right there. And Samoa in on the ball, and we'll take it away from them.
Yeah, that's it there. Just the technique. Tiano went to ground. Not enough support there. Matavao and his getting very famous red scrum cap, happy to steal the ball. Look at this take, though. We talked about the athleticism. Beautifully judged. Missed by Maluko.
Yeah, Maliko maybe will be disappointed, but look at Tiano here. He's so powerful, but he falls on his back, and that's what gives the Samoans the opportunity. You want to fall on your front, get a good present, and I think sometimes the Kenyans, they overemphasize just combating all the guys around them versus getting a good, powerful position, going forward and emphasizing the body the presentation of the ball, and that gives the Samoans there the opportunity to poach it away.
Yeah, some of the fans at home may not realize how much science goes into how you fall, how you turn towards your support. Oh! Referee getting a bit of a bump. Good on him. Morning, Ferreira. Matavao, 2 hands on it. Scanlon flipping back. Scanlon's had an incredible weekend here. 7 tries already. Let's see if he can add to that tally here in Vancouver. Matavao skips 1 man out. 2-on-1 for the moment. Okio is up to it in defense. Scanlon steps inside. Oh, beautiful pass. Great movement off the ball. Leitufia is going to get Samoa off and running here in Vancouver.
Fantastic offload by Scanlon to find Leitufia, and goes in for the first try in this game. Well worked by Samoa, going full width to full width, really stretching this Kenyan defense. And then when Scanlon had attracted enough defenders, finding the free man.
Brilliant from Scanlon here, wasn't it? Watch, nothing on, keeps it alive.
It really is. He'd done a good job. I think when he cuts in, he sees Leitufia wrapping around him, and then once he realizes that he's going to get tackled, gets his arms free, and it's a really nice, almost blind offload right into his path to full pace. And it was a great run by Leitufia as well to know that would be a good option.
Extra's good through the right boot of Falaniko. 3 minutes gone. Samoa up by 7. Oh, nice volleyball skills. It's gone back to the kicker, Matavao. Still rolling, and Scanlon's in space. Scanlon's quick. He's got away. Adding to his tally, Paul Scanlon gets his 8th here in Vancouver.
Paul Scanlon striking, but it comes from the kickoff. Samoa doing a really good job disrupting. Poor from Kenyan pods, they'll be disappointed. They weren't able to get a stable position. It was really plenty high enough for them to get under it, and just don't get in the right place. Samoa bats it down. Matavao on the ball, and then Scanlon spots it. And once he's in that gap, I mean, he's such a quick player. The acceleration, OU isn't a slouch chasing him. But Scanlon able to get it down and dot it over, and Samoa stretching it. And when you're able to retain that kickoff, very, very quickly score, you get a lot of momentum, a lot of energy, and it really drains your opposition. And now here's a big kickoff. Kenya need to retain this and start getting something going in this match.
You can't play the 7th game without the ball. Kenya got a lifting pod under it. This is much better work from them in the air.
Tackle.
They're going to look short initially. Tiano flips it wide. Not afraid to go sideline to sideline. This Kenyan attack. Momentary inside gap. Still on his feet, still rumbling away. Great work. Flirting with the sideline. A foot's just gone over the line there. Impressive work. I think it's Brian Tanga who had that powerful run.
Yeah, it was a good, powerful run, but I've seen that a few times from them in their games. Kenya being kind of sucked into going down to these short blind sides, getting way too close to the touchline and turn the ball over, and it undoes all your hard work. They've gained 20, 30 meters. They're in behind Samoa, but then by turning it over, I mean, this was just a fantastic run by Tanga, but then they give Samoa the ball back.
And they've got it in Matavau's hands. He's squaring up. He's directing traffic. He knows that's inside. He's inside Scanlon, but he's not going to be needed. Scanlon siding through it. They are very much in command. Started by Matavau, finished by Scanlon.
Everything just coming way, way too easy for Samoa. If you're a Kenyan fan, simple missed tackles there. And Samoa going very easily. I mean, Scanlon, it comes from the line out. Kenya not set. Samoa easily retained possession. And then this is just simple attack. They get it in his hands early. Cuts in between two Kenyans. That's a poor, weak tackle, and Kenya are going to be really disappointed. They're not making Samoa work harder for their tries. Kenya in this match, 2 tackles, 8 missed tackles for a completion percentage of 20%. And that is really, really poor, and you're not going to win games when you're not making your tackles.
Sipitao is being practiced by the fans. Scanlon, 6-year-old, not the biggest man out there, only 5'6", but lightning quick. And he's been punishing these. Once again, the hunger, the desire from Brian Lima's team. Samoa, they're the first to the ball off these kickoffs. Matavau, hands on it. Again, slips it wide, and again puts his teammate into space. Such a great provider. Otieno's on this now. Little contact up above the shoulder line from Alvin. Tap and go. Dying seconds of the first half here. Samoa dominating with 3 converted tries. Inside ball. Fasua still going. It's off to Falaniko. He's ankle tapped. He's got a smile on his face. And he's loving it.
Enjoying himself, and fair enough to have a smile on your face when you're 26-0 up at half-time in your last game. Samoa running rampant, and Kenya have had no answer in this half. And I think, yeah, you'll be disappointed. It starts with the kickoff. Kenya once again not able to get that right, and it just means they haven't had possession. And when Samoa have had the ball, Kenya have just been missing tackle after tackle.
So, a dominant first half from the men in blue. They're dancing in the stands. This one at halftime is 28-0. Samoa over Kenya. For this Samoan party that is unfolding, 4 converted tries to none for Kenya. They need something quickly. Finally, a mistake from the men in blue.
And that'll finally allow Kenya to get some possession if they can hold on to it here. Every time they've had the ball, they've turned it over pretty quickly. Haven't really put the Samoa defense under much pressure. And after their big win against South Africa, after winning their previous game to make this match, you would have liked to have seen, if you were a Kenyan fan, them to really build on that momentum, really have a successful end to this tournament, to end on an emotional high. And they haven't done that in the first half, but still chances in the second half. Can they get anything going here?
Kenya, one of the teams looking at the lower end of the table, trying to avoid the relegation battle. They've done themselves some good here, getting in this 9th place playoff game. The likes of Uruguay, Canada, and Spain are not here, so they're gaining points on those teams. But not the performance they're looking for. This is better. And Otieno running straight is good news for Kenyans, because he's still pumping those massive legs. Into space. Wakesa, he's going to try in the last one. A big bump from him too. Wilson Oyo, a little less meat on his bones. Decides to ship it wide. Tabu rounding the corner. Yeah, he gets a late run here. Well offered from Billy Odhiambo. The experienced veteran is going to get to the line. No, he's dumped unceremoniously by Maliko. Still options for Kenya. The reach, the score. Try for Tanga. Try for Kenya.
And Tanga had some powerful runs in the first half and is the man to get them over the line. Kenya, that was much better from them. We didn't really see that sort of following up of the first good run. And here you can see OU gets them on the front foot initially. And then Billy Odiambo has a big run after Otieno as well. Some big collisions. Anytime you know you're facing Kenya or Samoa for that factor, you know there are going to be some big collisions. Daniel Tabu runs across the field. Billy Odiambo straightens up, gets so close to this line. And it is Tanga who gets them over it eventually and gets Kenya on the scoreboard. Now they need to build on that. They need to get their hands back on the ball and really see if they can try and get back close to this Samoans and at the very least get something that they can take some confidence out of at the end of this match.
Yeah, Shujo Rugby has produced some amazing things. A final here in Vancouver at once, but now normal service resumed. Samoa busting out from their own end. Still got possession. Good counter ruck from Okoth. Numbers out wide, but choosing to take on the body was Nuilave. He pops it inside. Afasua for Samoa.
Oh, neither team is shy from the contact, are they? The Kenyan try saw 3 or 4 massive collisions, and then Samoans got the ball. This was the kickoff, drifts too deep from Kenya. Now they'll be disappointed. After scoring a try, you want to get your hands back on the ball, and just a terrible kick chase. Opened it up for Samoa originally. You thought he might go all the way, but then choosing to recycle, or not choosing, having to recycle, Samoa get the ball. And then here in the outer channel, I think he's got a 2-on-1 there. Chooses to run into 2 or 3 men, does bounce his way over the line, and Samoa will extend their lead.
Yeah, the kicking's been impeccable as well. You can only get to 35 points by a bunch of 7s, and that means the converts have all been good, 5 of them. That kick, not so good.
No, now it's a Samoan mistake from the kickoff, and Kenya will have their chance. I think looking at the clock, they're not going to be able to come back in this game, but their previous 2 matches to this one, they won both of those. They really took a big positive step in the right direction. Haven't followed it up here against Samoa. So they've got 3 minutes to set the tone for the plane ride home, and really the next few weeks of training before Hong Kong.
Of course, yeah, the famed Hong Kong 7s, our next stop. This is stop 7. A strange play there, working Odiambo looking at 3 Samoan players. So
your release.
Samoa not releasing at the break.
Yeah, Kenya choosing to go out the back on that tap penalty play, and usually you'd only do that if there was also another man on this left edge. I don't know if Kenya got the tap penalty set up wrong, and that might have been what happened there.
Well, it didn't work, so they're having to go from set piece again. Just over 2 minutes to go.
Tackle!
Tackle complete. As you said, just looking for confidence leading in to the next event. Kenya recycling through Billy O with the flow. Good movement. Nice inside ball. Herman Humwa with the big right mitt. Gets it out to Abukuse. He's brought down. Tabu through the hands. They're off and running. They're moving well. Wakesa is going to keep it. No, he dishes it out wide. Billy O, say it ain't so. Try in Vancouver.
Odiambo gets the try for Kenya after a well-worked passage of play, going full width to full width, and Samoa letting them get over the line. Yeah, some nice offload here. This one in particular, out the back of the hand, perfectly timed to go backwards. Do a good job recycling the ball here. Thought Samoa might be able to get their hands on it, and they did have a 3-on-2 here. Wakesa going through the contact, able to get his hands free and release Kenya to get another try on the board.
Well, there's that positivity. Shuja Rugby. The brotherhood, the courage. Kick sails wide. Less than a minute to play. Kenya reintroducing. Oh, good aerial work. This is much more positive start. Gathered there by Wakesa. Shipped out from Brian Tanga with a try in this game. 3 in Vancouver for his weekend. But Samoa's got it, although they've handed it right back again. 10 seconds to play. Kenya trying to muster one from just outside their own 22. Tanga flips it wide. The hooter sounds. Good offload. John Akeo off and running. Is he going to have enough pace? No. The jersey grabbing the big swinging arm. Great support though. Can you still have an option here? Wide they go. The late drop for Wakesa. Advantage being played for Kenya. They can risk their hand a bit here. We're into the red numbers. This is extra time. Down inside the Samoan 22. Billy Odhiambo fighting with two Samoans. Herman Humwa scoops it up. Some tired bodies out there. Let's see if the Kenyans can find a crack in this defense. A big hit in midfield. The referee doesn't like it. He's going to have a word and maybe a visit to his pocket. Yes, yellow card. I'm not sure if there was maybe no wrap in the arms. It was a big physical hit in the middle of the field.
Yeah, I think he might have said late as well. Yeah, it looks like no wrap. So I think you're right, Gareth. Yeah, so it's just here as he gives the ball away. Oh, yeah, it's a big collision. Yeah, he looked like he kind of was trying to wrap there. So I think that might be a bit tough for Falanika, but it was a big hit. And he will have to end this tournament in the bin.
I'm not saying it didn't hurt. I'm just saying I don't think it was illegal. But there we go. Won't have much impact on the game. Anyone that's played against the Samoa nation knows that you are possibly going to get one of those. And if you're playing against Brian Lima's side, the man with the nickname of the chiropractor, you're probably going to get one of those hits at some point.
Yeah, known in his day. He was a wing who could score a lot of tries, but also with some crushing hits.
So now the kick and chase. This will be a nice moment if it bounces up. Yes, it does. Beautiful touch from Brunson Mendigo off the bench. Well deserved for him.
And happy for Kenya. The first half really was where they lost this match against Samoa, but in this second half, they've scored 3 tries, limited not a little bit of what Samoa were able to do, and that gives them a little bit of confidence. And I think that's what they can take from this weekend. Their season has really been a tough road for most of it, but this weekend, after pool play, they were able to bounce back, get that big win against South Africa, followed up with another good performance in their semi-final of the 9th place round. And then here, first half didn't go their way, but their second half, they rebounded. They showed the fortitude to end the game on a high.
Conversion doesn't go over, so this one ends Samoa 35, Kenya 17.